Hey guys, it's Mike Goldstein with Kitchen Remodeling SEO. I'm here today with another tutorial on Facebook ads, trying to help you figure out exactly what you need to do in order to make your campaigns the most effective and efficient. So at its most essential, when you're running a Facebook ad, you need to know if it's working or not. And the way to do that is that you want to track how many people click on the ad and go to your website. At that point, you can then start to take all those people who come to your website. You know that they're at least somewhat of a warm audience. You can retarget those people and create custom audiences with that. But it goes so far beyond that. Now, let's say that you're running a campaign and you want someone to do something. So, for example, if you're a kitchen remodeler, you might have a kitchen planning guide or a design guide that you want them to download. Once they download that, you can now retarget these people who have downloaded your guide and try and show them an ad to get them to book a strategy session with you, get them to book or a design session or a free consultation, whatever you want to call it. So in order to do that, you need to know, have they actually filled out a form? And yes, people are going to email you, but it would be great to know how many people are emailing you because you're spending money on a Facebook ad. That's the way that you measure return on investment. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you kind of a little bit in terms of how you would go about doing all of this. All right. So with our site, we have our ultimate internet marketing checklist for kitchen contractor remodelers. We also have our ebook. It's a 150-page book on basically what you can do if you want to optimize your internet marketing on your own. Walks you through the Facebook ads, the Google ads, the SEO, the local SEO, GMB, all of that. It's great, by the way. If you don't have it, suggest you download it. But with that said, the goal here is to get people to come to this page. We do run an ad that brings people here to download it for free. We have them fill out this form and they go to a thank you page. So what we want to do is we want to be able to track that. So the way that you do that is you need to set up a Facebook pixel. So the way you do that is you go into your business manager. It is business.facebook.com. If you haven't set it up, it's a really easy tool to use, and the Facebook actually walks you through it. Really, really simple. So once you have that, though, and you have set up an ad, you've set up your ad manager, and I'm going to presume that you've set up an ad manager already. You may even have set up an ad or two. That's the reason that you're watching this right now. You want to know how to track those ads. So we come down to data sources, and within data sources we click on pixel, and then within the pixel you would click on whatever it is that you want to track. All right. So if you didn't have the pixel at that point, then what you could do is simply you would add. And then what you would do is you would simply name your pixel, whatever you want to name it. You put in the website, test pixel. All right, https://abc.com, whatever. You would continue on here, and then it would ask you, okay, how do you want to set it up? We want to set our pixel up now. And you can either do it through Tag Manager, through Google Tag Manager, or you can do it manually, or you can even do it with a Facebook plugin for WordPress. Although I don't recommend using that, only because it can be rather heavy and it can slow your site down. So if you just selected manual, this gives you all the code you need. It's a little intimidating, I know, but honestly, you don't really need to know what any of this means. All you need to know how to do is copy and paste. All right, so but before that, you're going to need to paste this into the head of all the pages on your site. So to do that, what I recommend is you get a really easy plugin that will let you do this. This is a very lightweight plugin, and just go into your plugins. You want to add new, and then put in head footer, and then you have this head footer post injections. You want just to install it, activate it, you're good to go. Once you have it, you can find it under settings and just go right here, header and footer, and then you can plug it in right here, and you would just paste it and boom, like that. That's it, and then you would just save that. Now, once you do that, you would click continue, and then it would give you an option to test to make sure that the code is proper and that you actually are tracking. All right, so that will let you know if you're, how many people click over to the website from Facebook. That will let you know, if your ad is working at all, and it'll let you start to do some basic retargeting. But to do something a little bit more advanced, something that means something to you, which is to track conversions. Now, what we want to do is we want to select you want to select an account, and then you open up your events manager. And it just takes a second here. All right, and this will let me look at the basic pixel that has been set on this page. I can see the activity on this particular Facebook campaign, people who are, over the last 30 days just come to it. So what I do now is we just want to create, excuse me, don't do that. Sorry for that. You want to add an event, and we're going to want to add a, right into the pixel that you have. Super easy again, open up the tool. And now what you would do is you would type in. Okay, so this tells us that we don't have any events on this page yet. So there's a couple things we can do. The first is we have this form here, and we could just track when anyone clicks the button right here. Now, that for something like this form is not the best idea. It's easy to do, but the problem is if somebody mistypes their name or their email address, or they just don't fill out the form completely and it's not going to actually work, they click this, even if it fires an error, you're still going to be told that there is a lead there. So rather, what we do is we would want to track on a thank you page. So in our case, okay, so in this case, what we do is we actually would put in our thank you page. And this is going to do is it's again going to come here. So now what I want to do is I want to track an actual URL. Someone clicked on the button that they put all their information in. So now they're taken to this page, which basically tells them that their ebook and their checklist is on its way to their email. They would have gotten a text message as well. And now they're put into our CRM, and they're put through our lead nurturing funnel. So what we do is we select, what type of conversion this is. This is a lead. And now you can apply a value to it. So for example, if you were selling a widget and the widget's worth $5, you could include a value. If you think, what the cost to acquire a new client is, you can put that value in here. For our purposes, we're just going to do don't include value. And then we'll confirm that. And now what we'll have is we have set up, a pixel right here to track leads. And really, we just click finish. We'll click finish again. And that's all there is to it. It's really that simple. Now, what you would do is you can go over to your test events. And this will probably take about 15 to 20 minutes when you do want to actually test this. So we're not going to be able to do this live, but you would just open up the website. So that's now firing there. So when we came back to our new lead, all right, we could go into any of these and we could check to see, all the details. Check our leads. And this will tell us not only, okay, so the person that clicked on that, what pages did they go to, which it's very clear they just were here, and that was me. But I can also see what other leads, and we have a lot of leads or different types set up on our site. But ideally, what you're going to do is you're only going to have the lead for just your one your one form, and then you can create maybe 2 or 3 other events depending on what you want. Whether you want to, like I said, if you want to track downloading a planning guide, then you might want to track some people who come through a retargeted campaign, maybe a conversion campaign based on scheduling a design session with you, an in-home consultation, whatever you want to call it, and go from there. So I hope you found this useful. Feel free to reach out to me any point, 339-645-9461, or check us out online at kitchenremodelingseo.com. This is Mike Goldstein. Look forward to talking to you again soon.